Hi, creative friends. This is Soraya, and thank you so much for being here. So, I was looking at this piece before I turned the camera on, and I noticed a glaring problem. When I began my 100-day project, I set the intention to use a neutral color palette because my main objective was to strengthen my knowledge and use of values. But now that I kind of looked at this spread, and I realized that because I splashed this very warm yellow, I'm having to balance a very warm color with cools and neutrals in a way that doesn't really go with my personal visual language. Now, it might be fine for somebody else with a different visual language, but for me, my instinct is to put like really hotter colors on the spread. So this is one of those times when I'm super glad that I don't edit my videos, because the entire process is videotape for us all to learn from. So what I did is I did start using some of my oil sticks, and I was just building up the face. So I added like some very warm colors, like over here on the cheeks and on the neck. And what I want to talk about is when we decide to change our intention or modify it, and why that is a good thing. So I read this many years ago, and it holds true in life and in art. Intention should be a compass and not a cage. Like, it shouldn't be restrictive. And just because I set that intention, it doesn't mean that I have to adhere to it, like for every single piece. And I'm going to use this as an example. Like, what I did is I made a spread using a cross for a composition, and I had like very specific things that I did. I had a neutral palette. I used like these lines and these circles over here, and as you can see, it's more of a subdued palette, and it is all anchored on a cross composition. So I really loved it. So what I did is I started a brand new journal where I said, hey, I'm going to replicate that. And it was merely just for learning purposes. Just, you know, I really love the cross composition. I love the neutral palettes. I love all the lines and this, that, and the other. But a few pages in, this journal evolved into healing ancestral trauma. And it was because I was open to that change that it just took on a whole new meaning. Now, let me know if you want me to make a video just on that journal and about creativity and healing and all of that, but that would be a different video. And this brings me to my second point of changing our intention, is that we have to allow the painting to dictate where it wants to go. And sometimes we have to sacrifice all for the finished piece. Like, I might have to sacrifice my intention, I might have to sacrifice a piece of the painting that I really love, etc. Because sometimes sticking to the original path is costing you your real path. Now, number 3, sometimes the work speaks louder than the call or the intention that you set. So when a painting pulls me in a different direction, I am learning to trust that, excuse me, intuition, and to just go with it. Now, what I decided to do is I was going to turn this into a very warm, hot spread offset by some neutrals. So just for this one piece, I am going to change my intention. Now, I was asked a question, and the question was, can you cover up parts of the, say, yellow, the original yellow that I laid down, with, say, dictionary pages, and then add yellow on top of that? And the answer to that is absolutely yes, 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 yes. First of all, it's your painting, so you can do whatever you want to do with it. But there are some good reasons to do that. So just say you mistakenly cover up a piece of the, you know, yellow that you put down, and you want to retrieve it, and you can't retrieve it any other way. So yeah, cover it up with dictionary pages, and then you can add that same yellow on top of it. Another reason is you just want to build up layers and textures, and you want to you know, create a story. And so yeah, you would be creating depth and history on your pages. So that would be another great reason. Another reason is, just say like I mistakenly you know, didn't place my eyes correctly. So I would cover it up with dictionary pages, and then I would just go in and add that yellow. And that happens to me quite a lot, actually. And in the process, I'm just building up my page. Another reason is that you want to add a lighter value of yellow, because this yellow, I need a lighter value. So yeah, I can go on and cover it up with dictionary pages and then go in and you know, use a yellow. Now, I just want to point out that because everything in your on your page works in tandem with everything else, when you put down this yellow, even if I had to cover up every single bit of yellow that's already on the page, it is still going to be affecting like what is on the page.